Hey everybody, welcome back to the Carry and Cut YouTube channel. And if you're new here, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and leave your comments down below. I would greatly appreciate it. I will be able to get back to almost every comment. I tried to read all of them, so I really do appreciate it. And make sure you watch till the end because I got a big update coming for you guys. So today we're going to be going over the Benchmade Rift, the 9555. This is an automatic knife. This thing has definitely been abused. My good work friend Josh let me borrow a couple of his knives, and they really need some serious TLC. So like I said, this is an automatic knife. Just pull down on the axis lock and it should open. So this thing definitely needs some serious TLC. So we're going to try to get this thing back up and operational. This will be my first time taking this one apart, so I think all we're going to need is, I know, T6s for all the body screws, pocket clip, and I know T10 for the pivot. So we're going to try to, got a T8 also here. One thing I do want to mention, you're going to want some kind of magnetic tray to keep all your little screws in, and make sure you have a pretty decent set of bits. You know, these are, I wouldn't say these are very expensive, but they get the job done. They're for taking apart your computers and everything else. I don't really have a dedicated bit drive or anything like that, so something magnetic to put your screws in. I just got this nice little rock change holder. I like to put all my little other parts in too, and I got some rubbing alcohol, some Q-tips. So let's just dive right in there. Let's start taking these, let's start with the pocket clip. Close the knife up. Start with the clip. So you just want to be really careful with these T6 screws. They really like to strip out, so be careful. Looks like this thing was into some kind of nasty, looks like juice or something. He does have 5 children, so it's very well it could have been spilled with juice or something like that. These things do not want to come out of there. I don't know what is going on there. Got them all the way threaded out. There we go. There we go. Are they all the same size? They are all the same size. They're just pretty nasty. Let's go ahead and throw those over here. Put the pocket clip in there. All right, let's start taking off these scales here. I'm not really sure what the automatic mechanism is in this knife. If it's going to be a like a torsion bar type style, I think it's going to be. This is a really nice knife. It's got a automatic lock on there, so you know you can lock out for the blade not to come out if you don't want to. And you got some nice standoffs, barrel spacers going through the knife there, so it'll be interesting to see the inside of this knife. I've taken apart a couple other Benchmades. None of them were assisted or automatic. Of course I have a 940. I've taken it apart multiple times. I think this thing's going to be pretty glued together, I think. Maybe take the pivot out to get this side apart. All right, let's just keep on going here. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Here in, we live in southeast Ohio. We just got a nice snow. Got about 3.5, 4 inches of snow out there, so we just got done playing out there in the yard. Took the kids sledding, me and the wife did, so that we had a lot of fun doing that. All right, one more here. This one seems to be a little stubborn, doesn't want to come out of there. Well, we're going to get it out of there. Come on, bugger. It really does not want to come apart. Well, let's go ahead and move to the pivot then. Let's take that out of there. This should be a captive pivot. You can see there screwing it. It is not screwing from the other side, so that is a good sign. There's our T10. It's this thing really does not want to come out of there. Well, I guess it shows that I don't really know exactly how to take this one apart. Having a heck of a time getting it off there. No, the 940, they just came right out. Let's get our T6 back out and try to finagle this thing out of there. Get these scales off here, then we'll be able to get that spring out. Get a little pair of pliers almost. There we go. A little snap-on screwdriver for the win. All right. Let's see if we can push this other side of the pivot out. There it went. This thing's been in there for a long time. So this almost has like a D-shaped pivot. See, it's got that flat side right there. Yeah, this stuff is pretty gunky. All right. So there goes that. I'm gonna need a little pair of pliers here. Hold on one. So there we got our scales off. So that's good. So now we got a little better understanding of this mechanism on the inside here. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. We'll be right back. I'm gonna get a pair of pliers. All right, let's get the old handy dandy Leatherman wave out of here. Now this is what we're gonna have to be careful about, taking these axis springs out. You definitely don't want one of these to fly across the room. So let's go. We went ahead and pulled that out of there. These only go in one way, I do know that. So let's try to kind of push this up over that axis spring there. Or lock, I should rather say. All these do is they lock into this little hole right there. It's kind of hard to see that little hole right there, and they just slide right up over this. I guess that'd be your torsion bar, kind of. Not torsion bar, but your oh, there went the axis. There went one of our washers. We're getting somewhere. I'm not sure how exactly this thing stays in there. Do a little research. I'll get right back with you. All right, kind of looks like we've got a mess going on our hands. So I pulled that off there, and our standoffs and barrel spacers came off the back here. So that's good. They were definitely nasty. This is kind of like this is our stop pin, I guess you could say. This one is. Here's our two barrel spacers that go into the back. And one of them right there. One of them right there. And this is our torsion bar. So our little, and that must be like our barrel spacer for the middle of the pivot. And our washer went on the outside of that. Right there. Okay. Don't lose that one. All right. Let's see if we can pull this spring out of here. And that just slides right out of there. Okay. Now if that thing pulls out. I think we're just going to go ahead and leave this. Oop, leave this part on there. Don't really think this one needs to come out for any certain thing. All right. We'll put this stuff here to the side. There's our washers. The big copper washer went on this side. The little one went on this side around the spring like that. So we'll set that to the side. We'll give those a nice polish also. That one on the inside of our screw, or our pivot collar dude, right there. There's our other washer. That's our slider for our lock stop right there, for our blade stop. All right, this blade is very nasty. Let's see if we can get a couple of these Q-tips drunk right here. So I just used 91% isopropyl alcohol. Might have to get an actual, at this point it wouldn't be a bad idea to get your tape on the blade here, at least on the sharpened edge, but since we have so much of this gunk down here on the actual cutting edge, I don't know if we're going to be able to even get any tape in there or not. It looks like it appears to be coming off somewhat decently. All right, we managed to get this thing back together. It was definitely more challenging than I thought it was going to be. It was my first automatic I ever did take apart and clean and try to put back together, and there was just a whole lot going on. I tried to video some of it, putting it back together. Of course, once I got the blade clean, everything else, there's a whole bunch of gunk up underneath these scales and inside the liners. The whole coil spring assembly that's in this pivot, plus the blade stop and the standoffs, barrel spacers back here, it is just a whole lot going on to be able to line it all up and get your access bar in there all at the same time while not having any screws in it, just so you get the scales on and tighten it up. So I personally do not recommend taking this apart. This is the Benchmade Rift. If you are going to, I hope you have a little bit of experience, hopefully more than I did. I did get it figured out. But it definitely was a challenge. Took me about over an hour to get this thing put back together. So a lot of trial and error. But we got it working. Got everything tightened up. Got everything lubed up. Used some KPL in the pivot. Put some blue Loctite. Just this is a nice version of Loctite. If you guys have seen this, it's like a glue stick kind. You know, you just put a little dab, run it on your screw, put it on there. Put everything on all the body screws, especially the clip screws and the pivot. Definitely put some on the pivot. This pivot's very finicky. You tighten it up a little too much and it doesn't want to fire very hard. But this is definitely a hard firing out the side auto. This is my first experience with out the side auto. But there we go. Sorry I didn't get to the full assembly of this on video, but take my word for it. It is definitely challenging, but at least you got something to do with the disassembly of it. So thanks you guys for watching, and oh yeah, don't forget, once we hit 500 subscribers, we are going to be doing a giveaway. Not quite sure what knife we're going to get yet. I'm thinking probably will be the Civivi Praxis button lock. It's a Nitro V. It's a nice knife here. I'll pull it out here. So this is going to be our 500 subscriber giveaway knife. Civivi Praxis button lock, Nitro V steel button lock, aluminum handle. So the original box, everything that came with it, is going to be going out to one lucky subscriber once we hit 500 subscribers. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Full review coming out on this here before too long also. Thank you.